Good morning, y'all. Deborah the Bee back with another video from the back roads. Thanks a lot for being here today. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. So yesterday I kind of stayed in and chilled. I was very tired. It's been a week since I moved in here and I'm really beat. I'm 55 years old. I'm not Cinderella. And I very much felt like Cinderella over this last week. So yesterday I kind of took it easy, but still got some stuff done, and I have some running around to do today, so I got to get around. So a couple of days ago, I had went into a couple of stores, and I wanted to get some things to put on the wall, and I like inspirational things. One time I was watching this dude online. He was talking about religion, and he was, I don't know, he was talking to the atheist that watched his channel, and he had just converted to some sort of hardcore way of looking at the faith. And he was wearing a rosary basically around his neck as a form of jewelry. And I made the comment, some people would be offended at the fact that you're wearing, a religious tool as a form of jewelry, right? That's my first thing. I was like, dude, it's a rosary. It's there for you to count the beads and keep track, as you're going along. It's just kind of like an organizational tool for you to, talk to your higher power. He wasn't Madonna, he wasn't like, like a virgin. No, far from looking like that at all. So basically, I wondered when I was cruising around if, like religious things is it sacrilege? But I came across, which it doesn't make any difference really, does it? The Ten Commandments is a form of decor. Now, I really didn't know what to do as far as a video, and I have gone through some major things over the last, probably 10 years of my life. Came across some, the obituaries for my parents yesterday with their pictures. And so today I look at one of these self-help channels that I've gone to, throughout the years. And it's talking about when you're interacting with someone, or maybe you, and you feel like maybe you're being guided by a higher power, right? This video then asks, are they really being guided by a higher power, or are they faking it? So I'm going to talk to you today about that. Because, man, I was really on a path before the deaths of my parents, before everything that hit. I really wanted to devote my life to helping people. And I wasn't going to get anything back for it. They had no desire for that. But the way that everyone acted, just like they've always in my entire life, made me think, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's time for me to start looking at that dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all, just a little differently. And if anybody's going to take care of me, it's going to be me, right? So I started looking at the green a little differently. And I'm still divided. I believe that there's so much imbalance when it comes to our forms of tender. And it's not tender for the 99%, is it? It's such an uneven division of the resources. And it just blows my mind that there's African American rappers that are where they're at because people purchase their music, right? And they're living in specific states. And they're going to vote for a specific person because they don't want their taxes to go up. There's people that are just like living in the streets with families of 5, man. And you don't want to pay more taxes? I just think it's terrible that the 1% has all of this money. 1% of the 1%. If they wanted 1% of the 99%, they'd just take it out of our pay, wouldn't they? Take it out of our taxes. They demand it. We couldn't do anything about it. They can't do that to the 1%. Do you know how much money that would be? 1% of the 1%. And it's not even that money they hide in the overseas accounts, offshore accounts. This is whatever they say that they're worth. That's what they report. Just like they're going to do to you or me. So why can't they do it to them? Just imagine how much money that would be just in the United States alone, but think of it globally because it's like a global thing, right? Humanity just envelops the globe. It's just not here in our country. So the Ten Commandments. Let's go over them because this is what I'm going to put up. I think looking at this as I leave the house every day would probably be a good thing. And some people never even fucking heard. I'm sure that God probably doesn't want me. But you know what? I look at it. A higher power made up all these words. Right? Whether they're naughty to you or not. Somebody told you they were, but maybe they're not. Depends. Ten Commandments. Number 1, the first commandment is, thou shalt have no other gods before me. So I wonder what that means. In as far as from what I was told, it means no graven images. Like, I wonder if that would be a Native American totem pole. Do you think that would be that? What about the cross I have up there? Would that be that? How about all those crucifixes? The ones in my mother's house were all over the place, like this. Jesus like this. Scary looking Jesus. Is that a graven image? What about the Buddhas? Those Buddhas? My grandma had Buddhas everywhere in her house. I mean, everywhere. My other grandma had a deck of cards in her hand at all times. Was that a god to her? No other gods before me. So let's see. On Sunday, that is the day of rest. But on Sundays, what do people do? Yeah. What's on TV? What game's on? So, yeah, interesting. It's if you're sitting in church, and you have your earbuds in and you're watching a game on your phone instead of paying attention to the message, I'm pretty sure that is having a God before me, when you're in me's house, right? I think that's what that means, but maybe I'm wrong. Dosi, commandment dos, or 2. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. So I guess I was talking about that right there, right? Graven image. Graven. What does that mean? It sounds like grave, right? Graven image. So would that be the images of Jesus on the cross? Wouldn't that be kind of graven? Graven image. So that kind of falls in line with this not doing a cartoon kind of shit, doesn't it? But down here on 6 is thou shalt not kill. So that kind of, you need to read this, I guess. Okay. Number 3, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. So you say, damn it. You don't put right? Or one time I was out in front sitting on my porch, and I remember I heard my dad say this all the time, and I ended up having to literally eat cantaloupe soap because of this, and that's why I don't really like cantaloupe to this day, but I went, Jesus Christ, and then my mom's like, oh my gosh, how did you say, get in here, and I couldn't bear to tell her that my dad had said it. I didn't want to get him in trouble too, right? Okay. All right, number 4, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So that'd be Sunday football, y'all. Seriously. I mean, I can go, but I got to get back. I got to be back by, we're going to go to church. Well, we got to be out of church by. Do you know what I mean? It seems like that's what that is. That's also going to be the graven image and no other gods before me, I believe that. And I'm pretty sure you're taking the names, the Lord's name in vain at that game if you're not winning, right? So, all right, so 5 is honor thy father and thy mother. Now, I remember one time I gave my mother a book that it looked at the Ten Commandments in a different way. I believe you should honor your father and your mother. They brought you in the world, and I've heard a lot of times I can take you out. Remember that? But I believe it also references your recognition of the feminine qualities in you if you're a man, and the masculine qualities if you're a woman, right? And you want to balance that. And as a Libra, that's what I try to do. I clearly don't. I'm working on it, okay? I literally yesterday bought my very first ever in my whole entire life. I know this, I'm 55. This is kind of shameful, I suppose. But I've never bought a, I don't even know what they're called, a flat iron, you know? Yeah, I even brought some product to put in my hair to do it. I'm going to experiment with it a little bit. I think about even cutting my bangs, y'all. I know. So, honor thy father and thy mother. That would be honoring my feminine side of me. And that's the only reason why I'm doing it, all right? Number 6 is thou shalt not kill. That's pretty straightforward there. I really honestly have often thought of this. Where does war fit in there? Because it doesn't have like, it's not like, you know, in a parentheses down below. Does that mean like a fly or an ant too? Also, I think that it might mean like, don't kill a person's like dreams. Don't kill their soul. Don't kill their heart. I would think that would be like, don't break somebody else's heart. You know, don't kill someone's initiative. Don't kill their, just their ability to see a light at the end of the tunnel, or hope, or a sunrise, you know? The beauty of anything. I think there's a lot of people in this world that just walk around and think that that's okay to do to people. So 6 is thou shalt not kill. 7, the 7th commandment is thou shalt not commit adultery. Golly, this is one that's been violated. You know what I mean? Oh, what do they say? The heart knows or heart wants what the heart wants, right? I just don't think that people enter into marriages maybe in the right way. I don't know. I just look at all of it so differently now, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a good thing to do, clearly, when you have a family, for children, and I really think you need to disconnect from the relationships and sever those before you move on and become physically intimate with somebody else. I think once you do that, it crosses a line, and there is this intimacy with this individual that really shouldn't be there until after, as far as I'm concerned. But I could be wrong, and what do I fucking know? Okay, so, and of course I said the F word, I'm just talking about the 10 Commandments. Oh, the lightning. Okay. Commandment number 8. Thou shalt not steal. I don't really have to say any more about that. It's clear. Just like the thou shalt not kill. You don't steal anything. You don't steal money. You don't steal. There's so many things that you can steal that don't even have anything to do with like actual something you could touch. And we all know this. So that's what I'm saying. The 10 Commandments can be looked at in a very much deeper way that can be applied within your life now, not back in the day when you were grinding up the grains to make some bread, unleavened bread or whatever, you know, washing your clothes down by in the sand, I guess. I don't know. Okay, 9. Commandment 9 is, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Honey, that's gossip, yo. That is gossip. And lots of times gossip's always wrong. It's like, she tells 2 friends and so on and so on and so on. Probably after the second so on, somebody's going to get it wrong. There's going to be just a slight variation in that information. That rhymed, didn't it? Well, I got to write that shit down. But, anyway, I know I do this stuff and then I write it down and then I find it in notepads. Oh, that's cute. I need to write that on my list. But yes, a slight variation in the information. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. That's what they did in the Salem witch trials, isn't it? They wanted their land. Let's say a widow, right? She's a strong woman. Maybe a midwife that knew a lot about, herbs and stuff. So they had to, that'd be bearing false witness against thy neighbor because you want thy neighbor's land. And that's what happened. Thou shalt not covet. That's the last one. I'm almost running out of time. That means don't be jealous and envy of what somebody else has. Be grateful for what you have. So that's it. The 10 Commandments. We went over them today. Like, live it. Live it, y'all. My name is Deborah the Bee. Thanks a lot for coming by. I hope that I've helped some people to do the right thing. Not everybody does, and not everybody lives the way that we could live, right? But I'm sure you're doing fine. Thumb it up, subscribe, and get out there and spread those little pieces of peace. Have a great weekend, y'all. And I really appreciate you stopping by. And big love, y'all. See y'all on down the road. Bye-bye.